Shoaib was present at Wednesday's proceedings, but Bakari was absent. The Minister of Labour and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige, has said the inclusion of Nigeria in the list of countries under the U.S. travel ban was a shock to the country. It described the ban as unwarranted because of the contribution of Nigerian professionals to the U.S. economy. The minister spoke during the visit of the United States ambassador to Nigeria, Mary Leonard, to his office, just as the ambassador said the ban was temporary. Leonard had said the visa ban could be resolved between the two countries if certain conditions were met by the Nigerian government. According to her, Nigeria needed to meet information sharing goals before the decision will be reversed by the U.S. She said the ban was based on U.S. concerns over the need for information sharing and not about character definition, adding that student visa was not included. The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, MAN, has commended the federal government's decision to sign the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement. The National Vice President of MAN, Ali Madugu, made this known in Kaduna, the Kaduna State capital, during a one-day sensitization workshop for the local manufacturers in the state. Madugu says if the agreement is properly implemented, it will boost the nation's economy, attract investors, combat smuggling, and grow local manufacturing.
Manufacturers in Nigeria that have a very major concern on the issue of Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement that was signed by Nigeria, and there is a lot on it that is going to affect us manufacturers. So the issue of sensitization is that we at MAN level, we have been advocating on how this thing could come without really affecting manufacturing sector negatively in Nigeria. Government should know what we are signing. Nigerian government should know what they are signing. They should know the pros and the cons. They should know the advantage and disadvantage. They should know the areas that we should improve in terms of manufacturing in Nigeria. That was why we are saying caution, caution, caution.
Still ahead, 2 Iranians died after testing positive for coronavirus. This and more after this break. Libya's internationally recognized leader on Wednesday dashed hopes of quickly reviving U.S. ceasefire negotiations after his side withdrew, saying talk on them resuming had been overtaken by events as eastern forces continue to shell the capital. A near-year-long battle for control of Tripoli worsened on Tuesday when the eastern-based Libyan National Army, the LNA, of Khalifa Haftar shelled the city's seaport for the first time. The port is a major entry gate for wheat, fuel and food imports, but also supply base for Turkey, which has been sending arms, drones, trucks and soldiers to help Prime Minister Fayez al-Sarraj fend off the LNA, which is supported by the United Arab Emirates, Egypt, Jordan and Russian mercenaries. At least 3 people were on Wednesday killed and 6 others injured during an al-SHABAAB attack on passenger boats in Mandera. The owner of the boats told Capital News that they're still looking for the driver who sustained injuries on the hand as he sped off. This incident occurred at about 11 a.m. 3 passengers are dead and 6 others are injured. The driver only gave his name as Abbas said on telephone. A senior police officer in Mandera has confirmed the incident. The bus was carrying more than 60 passengers to Nairobi. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo took a veiled swipe at China during a speech to Ethiopian business leaders on Wednesday in an apparent amplification of U.S. criticisms that Chinese lending for big infrastructure projects pushes poor countries into debt. The Trump administration is seeking to counter significant Chinese influence on the continent with its new Prosper Africa trade and investment strategy and a newly established development financier, the U.S. International Development Finance Corporation. Analysts say the latter is Washington's attempt at an alternative to Beijing's sweeping Belt and Road Initiative, which seeks to link China by sea and land with Southeast and Central Asia, the Middle East and Africa. Up next is our foreign news. Two Iranians have died in hospital after testing positive for the new coronavirus in the holy Shiite city of Qom, the head of the city's University of Medical Sciences told MER news agency on Wednesday. Iran confirmed earlier on Wednesday its first 2 cases of the virus. Government spokesman Ali Rabi said shortly after reports that preliminary tests on the 2 had come back positive. The health ministry said earlier that the patient had been put in isolation. Rabi did not give the nationality of the two people infected, but some reports suggested that they were Iranian nationals. Up next, federal government, state and local government councils shares total of $647.35 billion from the Federation account revenue. That's our business news after this break.
This MEDAN has been directed to empower 1,000 persons with disabilities in each state in the next 12 months.
We now start hearing the shoot of guns.
Whatever I've done.
Every public policy has winners and losers, and some will not be very happy with you, while others, usually the silent majority, will be quite happy.
The federal government, state and local government councils have shared a total of 647.353 billion naira from the Federation account revenue for January 2020. This was disclosed in a statement on Wednesday by the Deputy Director, Press and Public Relations, Henshaw Ogbike. According to Ogbike, the Federation